and like MTV. She was like a huge MTV kid, like a teenager. Yep. That's all she watched was MTV. So
Video killed the radio star, bro.
Yeah.
So first song they ever played at MTV. I don't know if you knew that. Yep.
Oh shit.
First music video.
Well, they called
MTV.
it. I mean, they knew what was gonna happen.
It was the metaphorical flag and touchdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The video. You know.
The MTV flag from the astronaut.
That's.
Yep. Exactly.
It's all connected.
The second song that they played was the guy who shot Reagan. He recently put out a album. He's doing a world tour.
He did. I heard about that.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, back to your stuff.
He just got out. Yeah. Hey everybody, what's up? Connor Mink here, back with another exciting episode of Good Sounds. Today, we have a very special episode because Mark the Aquarius has died. I'm just kidding. He's fine. But he's not here. So he's basically going to maybe, not be here. I'm maybe not going to be here. And then at that time, we're going to bring on a guest of sorts. This guest may have a project they're working on. This guest may not have a project they're working on and just be entertaining or fun individuals. Who cares? Who knows? Today, though, we have two individuals, not one, two individuals that I've known for a very long time. We go way back. Today, in studio, we have Nate Spanish and Clarence Tompkins. Give it up. Woo! The guys.
Let's go.
How are you doing?
Studio audience.
How was it? How was that intro?
I liked it.
It was pretty good.
It was precise.
Thanks.
I feel like I learned a lot.
I started feeling really weird when you started.
When I started?
Yeah.
Are you good?
You started feeling weird when I started?
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're voicing this, but is there anything that I can do to change that? Or?
You gotta let him write it out.
Write it out. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta let him.
I might have to pee.
You might have to pee?
He's good. He's fine.
Nah. You had your chance.
Yeah.
You could have peed with Nate earlier.
No.
Yeah.
He did take a while.
Have.
I'm going to call Nate. I'm going to call you out. You did take...
I told you, I had gyms at 1 in the morning,
and
I had coffee as soon as I woke up.
That's true.
Those two things, man.
I think it might be the coffee, honestly.
He drank coffee, yeah.
Okay, so to segue this, were you making some bad sounds in the bathroom? Is that what you're telling me? Or was it pretty quiet?
Say the thing, dude.
What thing?
Say the name.
Say the name.
No, I was making some good sounds.
Trying to get,
You're making some good
I was making some good sounds in the
bathroom. One of those.
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
no, it was all fine.
Good is subjective. Okay, good. As long as you're okay.
I feel good.
Okay, good.
I think.
So, I have a question.
Yes.
Clarence.
Or do you want to be referred to as Clarence? Or what do you want?
Clarence is fine.
Clarence. So, you have a music project that you just put out.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Correct.
When did it come out? Tell me all about it. Give me the rundown.
My album Voices just came out June 24th, Friday, June 24th. It's out now on all streaming platforms. Make sure to go listen to it if you can. It is, if you don't have Spotify or Apple or Deezer.
Deezer.
Shout out Deezer.
Shout out Deezer. If you don't have Deezer, it is out on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
You can listen to it for free on YouTube Music or on the YouTube app.
Do you know, does YouTube Music have ad-free, free stuff? Or is it, is it still ads, within it? Because I just pay for the YouTube Premium.
I think it plays, Vivo videos.
Okay.
So I think it does. I think you can make playlists.
Right.
It just has ads.
That's not bad. Because that's the only reason that I really used the YouTube Music and all that, because I did Google Play, and that was they swapped it all over when they died. So it was basically, it was sink or swim at that point.
Yeah.
And I was already using, I watch podcasts, I do all this shit on YouTube. So, so is it DistroKid that you put that on, and then that?
Yeah, that's a distributor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There's also TuneCore, I think, is a distributor.
TuneCore,
Right.
United Masters.
Okay.
Is a big one.
Gotcha.
Those are for mostly just independent artists and whatnot.
Yep.
So I was gonna ask. So this is an independently released and produced project, correct? Give me the process. Give me the backstory. This is your time to.
So it is a 16-song long project.
Okay.
Voices. 13 of those songs have been produced completely just by me,
Mhm.
and like it's just fully me.
Right.
One song was produced by Mikey,
Mm-hmm.
or one song with the guitar is played by Mikey.
Mikey, who's that? You want to
What's his?
give his full name?
Sallow.
Sallow now.
Sallow.
Well known
I
as
wasn't
Sallow
sure.
on the
Mikey
internet.
Gold.
Sallow DeBoy.
Formerly
I
Mikey
believe.
Gold.
Formerly
Yeah.
Mikey Gold.
Mikey Gold.
Ivy League
Sallow.
producer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he produced Phase Change.
Good song.
Are we allowed to tell the people where that song came from? You're on that song.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
That was a scrapped Ivy League 3
Right.
record.
Yeah, it was supposed to be
Whoa.
another group album that didn't
Mhm.
come to fruition.
It happens.
But it felt really like it felt like it fit with my record, so I
Yeah.
just threw it on there.
And I'm on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting.
So
I was gonna say your do you have like 4 lines,
Yeah.
or is it like?
It's a very
Yeah.
short.
I was like, how long is this verse?
I
Like
think
I
it
was
was
like, oh,
pretty
Nate's
short.
on this one.
Yeah, it
And
was
then
pretty
it's just
short.
like,
He was supposed to
oh,
do
Nate's
more.
off of this
well,
one.
as the group song, it was gonna be way more.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah.
But
Um,
it worked out because then Tim was able to use it,
Right.
which is good.
Yeah.
I just wanted stuff from that era to come out in some fashion.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it was good that Tim got to use one of the many songs we had.
Absolutely.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Because that's like you never really want to like keep stuff in the bank for too long, especially if you think it has like value.
Yeah, if you
So,
feel
like,
good about it,
yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And what
Sucks
was
when
it? Probably
happens.
like 2.5 minutes, like 3 minutes long.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the
you know.
majority of them are like around 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Waiting was produced by Trazo Beats.
Trazo.
Trazo Beats.
Shout in.
Um,
We're gonna call them shout ins so that they're different.
Facts.
Yeah,
Because we're shouting
That's
them
what it's
in
all about.
the podcast.
we're bringing them in
bringing them into
this
the podcast.
room. Yeah.
Everything else,
Everything else?
Mikey has a background on the chorus of Bridges, but
Okay.
everything else is just literally just me.
Can you
Just
say
fuck-
that any faster, actually?
Hmm?
Say everything else as fast as you can.
Everything else?
Everything else?
Everything else?
Everything else.
Yeah.
It's just you.
It's just me.
MIDI keyboard, MacBook Pro. I
Yeah,
assume.
just chilling out in the room.
Fucking vibing.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
hanging out.
So I really liked the instrumentation through the whole thing. Obviously, as well, if you listen to it, if you haven't already, listen to it.
Oh
But
yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. Because your like vocal like layering and like the synth choice, I feel like was very like, it all kind of works under the same sort of sound.
Yeah.
And like especially in like I think I saw you mentioned and you did like a IGTV or not IGTV.
The question thing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
question, Instagram question and answer thing.
Mhm.
You were saying that like the Frank Ocean Nights was like the switch up kind of inspiration on the one song and like Mac Miller stuff.
Yeah.
And I can very much like hear those influences.
Mhm.
So, and I think it doesn't bite off too much from them as it's like just using like those sort of techniques in like the way that you want to make your thing. So
Yeah.
I did just want to say that
No, I
And-
really appreciate that. That's
Yes.
a huge compliment.
for sure. And-
Genuinely.
Yeah. No, I definitely because with you as well,
Yeah.
you got a fucking project you've been throwing teasers out and
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah.
So I don't want to like fully shift.
This
but
isn't about you.
question, really quick question before. How did you choose the instruments that you wanted to use for it, and why? Like, how long did it take you to get good at layering your vocals in a way that like you were happy with?
So I feel like I don't want to say each song comes together as an accident. Yeah, as an accident, because I don't know. That just feels wrong.
In a way, I understand what you mean though.
The majority of it is me.
Like throwing shit at the wall.
Yeah, me
pretty
just
much.
sort of like messing around with synths. Yeah, synths. I'll do like some presets.
Mhm.
I'll start like messing with stuff, and then I'll just start like doing chord progressions. So
Mhm.
like my favorite chord progression of all time is like E flat minor, and I'll just like.
I know what that means. Sort of. Yeah. No, that's
It's
great.
one of the saddest chord progressions out there.
Yeah. Shout out.
Shout out E flat minor.
E flat minor.
Yo, if
Yeah,
you're
E minor.
yeah,
E minor.
somebody out there is a music nerd,
Yeah.
an idiot,
Nah, your
a
music.
loser.
Some would call them savants. So it's like they have value.
Yeah.
Nerds make money. All right. Nerds
That's true.
run the fucking game, bruh.
Yeah. Especially right now.
Look at me. Look at us.
Yeah, we're all fucking little weirdos.
Yeah.
Look what we do.
We suck.
We need to prove ourselves
Yeah.
in some sort of way. So,
Yeah.
We suck.
yeah.
We suck,
We're
dude.
trash.
Let's
We're
face
fucking
it.
garbo.
Yeah.
But in that, let's try and blossom into something that is maybe halfway decent. So, with the you use Logic, right?
Yes.
So
Yes,
how
I
do
use
you?
Logic.
Where do you get your packs, like plug-in wise? And
A lot of it is actually just Apple. Like
Shout out
there's-
Apple.
Yeah, a lot of it is just Apple packs. I do use a lot. Mikey Salo does help me out a lot with certain packs that he uses.
Right.
Or certain downloads. A lot of the vocal effects are from extensions that Mikey told me to get.
Right.
And then with the layering, I feel like that sort of just straight up happened one day when I was recording, I think room 123. And then I was like, why don't I just do this verse but with like a different
right.
like why don't I just try and like do a chord?
Yeah. Because
Like,
you do.
layer
Yeah.
vocals.
Okay, so that makes sense because that's what. Whenever I think of like layering vocals and like how to like make a harmony, like I was always like, oh yeah, you just sing a bunch of notes together, and then I was like, well, when I was learning how to play music and like play chords, I was like, oh yeah, you just like hit the notes but they're voices,
Yeah.
and then that just does the shout out voices, and it pretty much just like fills in the same gaps like you would like play a key like a chord for. So
Yeah.
that does make sense. So do you know your pitch at any point? Like, could you sing me an A right
no,
now?
I'm not perfect pitch.
Okay.
A lot of it was just sort of trial and error.
Right.
I would do a full measure of like, and then ooh, and
So
then
would you play?
ooh,
Right.
and then when you put all that together, like our engineer guy is going to do right now.
Yeah. On the spot. I actually have it right here. You just
Dude,
sent it
play
to me.
that clip.
Yeah.
Jamie.
Jamie, pull that up.
Found that clip for us.
Jamie, pull the harmony up real quick.
But yeah, I just sort of like mess around with it, and then when I get to a point where I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty cool,
For sure.
I'll just drop it.
I mean, it makes sense.
That's what it's all about at the end
Did
of
you
the day.
mention how long that you were working on this?
I was going to
for?
bring that up, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Give me your trajectory.
Because
4
like
years.
a story, yeah.
4
4 years of my life put into this crap. Originally,
It's crap.
Piece of garbage.
originally it was supposed to be like a 5-song EP.
Yeah. I figured I heard about that.
Yeah.
A little bit of, You've been making rumblings.
Yeah,
In a way.
so
You've
so
been
like
rumbling on and about.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just transformed throughout the years as the final product now.
I'm looking it up, by the way. I'm not on my phone.
What
The album.
Oh.
Because I'll play, because I just want to play certain songs that I really liked.
I'm gonna
to be
DMCA
like-
this video.
Is that what you want?
He's gonna copyright claim.
Is that really what you want? This could help. But
He's like,
it's up to
promoting
you.
your
if you
shit,
don't
You're
want
like, nah, dude. I'm gonna need 50%
Like you-
of that
Take it down,
video.
take it down.
Promote it and
Call
I
YouTube.
DMCA.
Bro, fucking take that shit down. Cease and desist.
But yeah, it's just been like a work in progress. I think none of the original songs are the same lyrics, or maybe even not the same, even the same instrumentals.
Right.
But I've sort of kept with the same idea of wanting to share my experience, a lot to deal with my own like deterioration of mental health throughout that 4-year process. And finally getting to a point where I'm like, I'm kind of chill and I'm just hanging out
Right.
Yeah.
and medicated. Shout out the meds.
Yo, shout out.
Shout out the
Lexapro fucking sucked.
Yeah.
That didn't work for me. I'm on Paxil. Shout out Boost Bar.
Hell
Shout
yeah.
out Xanax.
Shout out. If you want to sponsor the
Be
show,
careful with
Xanax.
those.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, don't
We'll talk.
only take Xanax if you're prescribed it.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So with a lot of music, like that's. So I like that you do bring up a lot of mental health stuff and like talking about your experience and like struggles with stuff, because that's like a lot of the reasons why music exists for people is to like alleviate and like connect with people.
Especially
so, like,
for young people,
yeah.
I think, too.
Well, and like you gotta think like there's young people, like there's new young people every year. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like there's like
Yeah.
a wave.
Oh.
Like 9-year-olds are now like 13-year-olds, and it's like they were 9 a little bit ago.
That's
Right,
that's part of the
Fucking
reason
weird.
why it took so long too to make this record
Yeah.
was constantly putting. I think I said something about this on Instagram yesterday. Constantly putting myself in that mental state for like to write music.
Yeah.
Is like torture.
Yeah.
It's like
That was the
reliving.
Q&A, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I just remember seeing that and I was like, okay.
But yeah, just
I
sort
don't
of-
touch. It's like touch and go with like, especially with interviews and shit too. It's
Yeah.
like, so when you were at your worst, like bringing
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fucking what? Like,
True.
So you know, you don't want to like ignore it, but you want to, you know, be nice.
But I
about
feel
it.
like now once it's done, I'm like, I sort of put that stuff to bed.
Yeah.
Sort of put all that trauma to bed.
Which I
Makes
mean, it's
sense.
all letting go. And
I don't have to relive it because I
Yeah.
don't have to listen to it anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like when you're working on a song that's like super depressing about like a specific moment.
Yeah.
You kind of have to like bring yourself back to that moment to really like
Right.
squeeze out all of the emotion that you want to put into it.
Pain juice.
Yeah.
That's like
no,
why
for
it's,
real.
and that's why it's good because it's like, dude, like that's the best part about like when you go through the shit and you like listen to music and you're like, that's the thing I'm doing. That's literally what's
Yeah.
happening. Like right now, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, you like
and
to
like
connect to
they're fine
it.
now.
And you're
So
kind of
it's-
turning like your negative,
Yeah.
sad feelings into something positive.
It's
When
like
you,
the spark. It's
yeah, like when you
yeah.
record it, you're probably like sad. When you're writing it and
Right.
recording it, you're in that time. And then you put it out,
Mm-hmm.
and then you feel good because you accomplished something. So you're kind of turning like your negative feelings into like something really positive.
It's like the catharsis of it, you know. So I want to
Yeah.
play a few songs from this, just to, you know, clips and whatnot, because I think they are good. Do you want to do? Is that? You want to do
Yeah,
that?
I'm down.
All right, just for a preview. So check it out if you can. If he takes it down due to copyright, feel free to, you know.
We're
free to look
We're
at the
suing
album.
everybody in this room.
Yeah.
We're going to court over this.
All right. Here's. So I wanted to play Phase
Phase
Change,
Change, yeah.
because Phase Change is like. I'll just play and I'll comment a bit.
Dude, turn it up.
So, dude, the stops. I
Yeah.
love a good stop.
That's all Mikey.
love a good stop.
That's all
When
Sallow.
everything just cuts out and it comes back in on the beat. Oh my god.
That was
Yeah.
Sallow and I just sitting in
Yeah.
the fucking studio, and I'm like, yo, just
Yeah.
cut everything out of this.
But when
yeah.
you do it at the right moment and you don't like overdo it, like if you do it once in a song, it's fucking perfect.
Creates a good like drop too.
Yeah, 100%.
Like if you're performing live, that's the part where everyone's
yeah.
like jumps and shit. Yeah.
yeah,
right.
yeah.
But,
But
yeah,
like the drums and everything in this,
Mikey did a fantastic job with the instrumental and the vocal effects for this.
like that synth in the back, like it's like a reverse, like almost like a. I don't mean to cut off your verse, but I just wanted to talk.
No, it's all good.
The like little like reversal like record synth or not record tape. It's almost like a tape sound.
Yeah.
But dude, it's so good
We were
Oh,
really
yeah.
into the tape sounds.
Yeah.
Making all those songs.
because this was the IV3.
Yeah, at that point we were really fucking with like making modern sounds, but like sounding old.
Like a little retro.
Yeah, like
vibe.
not like the instrumental
Yeah,
is
yeah.
like old school, but
Right.
like the instruments just sound like a tape, like a mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
He's
I
like,
don't know,
it
feel.
sounds shitty, but it's good.
That's dude the VHS.
Right.
Sounds
I
like
know you
dog
like
shit.
the VHS stuff.
Oh, I
like,
love the
Yeah,
VHS
yeah,
stuff.
all-
I
yeah.
love that.
100%. But and then we got Nate's fucking sultry auto tune. Come on.
Yeah, I wish I got to redo that.
Yeah.
When we were making like that for Ivy League, I like repeatedly was like, I'm gonna go back and
Yeah,
make
yeah.
that better.
You gotta do it again.
But then like when everything just kind of died off, I totally forgot about it. And then Tim was like, Tim used it. I was like, wait, is this that old song we
yeah.
made?
100%.
But I like it. It has its own little
It's good.
thing to it.
Also, minute and 20 seconds. Waste no time.
Yeah.
In and out. And that's I love that because sometimes you can like make a 4-minute long song. Like I've done it before, and I'm just like 2 minutes in, like this fucking. All right, we done?
Yeah, I love short songs.
Yeah.
It's I think too, like when you listen to your own music that you plan on putting out, like I do it with myself where I like put a song on and I try to listen as if I'm not the one who made it, and I'll be like, okay, at what point do I feel myself tuning out?
100%.
And then I'll go
Yeah.
back and be like, maybe I could like cut out like something to like I was telling like Mikey working on my thing, I'm like, we need to like have songs where something's changing every like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Because you listen
it's
to
density. You gotta keep
especially
it,
on like Tyler the Creator's last album, I
100%.
noticed like a lot of his songs where he's rapping for most of it, he has little changes that keep your interest.
His production is literally like invisible, like it's amazing.
Yeah,
because
like
it's that stuff where it's like you don't notice that it's different, but like
Right.
it doesn't cue you off that it's the same. So
yeah,
it's like it's almost
something
just like a
really
hidden.
small where it's like
Yeah.
just enough
Yeah.
to where you notice it, but not enough to like change the song completely.
And
Like,
that's
even
like
taking out like a
stopping.
drum here, or like Tim like making like a little 1 second silence.
That's what I'm saying.
Little
yeah,
things
yeah,
like that kind of like hold your attention.
It like
It
almost
makes
like
it fresh.
it
Freshens
it
it up.
revives it almost. It like brings it new life in a
Right.
way. So it's
Because I mean, a lot of
for
music,
sure.
especially producers now, because it's so easy to just hit the loop button.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
just
just play
loop
it
the
through.
sample.
I know
Well, it's
I'm
hard to not.
guilty of it.
Yeah.
It's
And then you
easy
just
to
get a
and hard
song
not
that's you just get a song that's just the same instrumental all the way through.
Yeah.
I know I'm very guilty of doing that.
Yeah.
But just adding something to sort of freshen it up is
Right.
a breath of fresh air.
Or just make the song short and just move.
Well,
on.
that's the thing
True.
too.
Like,
Like, we were talking on the way here about how people don't really have like an attention span for local artists because people that aren't involved kind of write you off. Like,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there's so many people that, especially like in rap or whatever, like they'll pick up making music for like a week and like plaster their brand everywhere, and then like you don't hear from them. So I think people
100%.
that don't make music a lot of times will like write off local people.
Yeah.
But that's where like short songs come in handy because you're like, well, this is so short that like
Yeah.
you're kind of forced to listen to the whole thing.
Trim the fat. That's what it.
Yeah. Which like that's not a great motivation. Like you shouldn't make your music based on like how people listen because you should make to what you
Yeah.
like. But at the same time, for like a I guess like a marketing standpoint,
Yeah.
having like a really cool short song isn't a bad idea.
Well, I feel
But
like
it
too.
depends.
Yeah, when you have like short songs like that, it forces you to like move on. You know what I mean? Like how you were saying, like
True.
when you would just loop a song for like 3 minutes. Like the
Yeah.
song doesn't need to loop; just make it a minute and then
Yeah.
just do something
Right.
else. Like just move. So it's like, and then there's always like the act structure of like chorus, verse, chorus. Like you know,
Yeah,
there's
I don't-
different.
Yeah, I never liked that.
So it's like that's, and then with like Frank Ocean and like different artists that would like
Chorus, verse, chorus.
they would just change everything.
No, it's verse, chorus, chorus,
Bridge.
bridge, chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated that.
And then you could do a 2 times chorus at the
Or,
end,
like-
just to get it in there.
Even
Just
on, like,
make sure they know it.
The first project I ever put
It's
out,
pop. It's pop music. That's
it
what
was
I mean.
the whole project
Popular.
was short enough where you could listen to it on your way to work. And I didn't do that on purpose, but I
Right.
found that convenient. Like
Yeah.
my first project ever was like 20 minutes,
Yeah.
and it was like 6 songs.
Yeah.
Well, you
So
don't
it's
want
so
to,
funny.
and that's what, with like movies too. I found the same thing. Like if I make like a 17-minute long movie, like no one's gonna fucking sit down. Like no one has this. No one has the time.
Which
to
is
just, like,
which
sit
is
down and watch.
unfortunate because it's like
I get it though. I mean,
Yeah,
you gotta
like-
prove yourself. Like if
Right,
if I
for
show
sure.
you a like 2-minute movie that's like fucking awesome, and then I tell you like, oh yeah, I made this short film that's like 30 minutes long, you'd be like, depending on how good that 2-minute one is,
Yeah.
I'll fucking watch that.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly,
It's a
yeah.
sample. You gotta. Okay, so
It's
life
like the
is.
Batman movie.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched it because
Really?
I'm like, yeah, it's 3 hours long.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
100%.
I'm not doing that.
They gotta get back to short movies.
Which
But
shows
it's music
too.
podcast.
Yeah.
Music. We're gonna go back
Yes.
to music.
Yes.
That
I
sounds
wanted to
good.
play. Sounds good. Good sounds.
Good sounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And another one I wanted to play is Drive. So Drive is the one, in my opinion.
Yeah, you
Drive's
like
the
that.
Dude, this
Drive's the
sounds-
single.
This
It-
reminds me of Flower Boy a lot
It's
in like
so
the best
good.
way.
Like the drums on this song and the violins.
Like
I love
this
the
part right
violin.
here.
Yeah, I
Question:
love the
Is this a
strings.
sample or is this? Did you play
No,
this?
this is all presets.
Really? Damn, man. But like the vocal like tone and everything with the reverb and like the spacing of everything is so good. Oh man. And this is like it's almost like drum and bass drums. So
Yeah.
it's like got like
It's
a
very like light, like
yeah. Yeah, and it's played very like yeah.
Questlove in the Questlove in the studio.
yeah. We had Questlove fly out.
Yeah. Questlove and
I
Travis
flew
Barker.
out. Yeah. No, I flew out Questlove to Black Rock.
yeah, the Black Rock, yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, so good. I gotta just
Yeah, just vibe out, man.
vibe. And like the switch ups, like I can tell you do like do the loops, but like the way you like present, like and arrange everything is like you want to keep it.
Yeah, it's definitely in the arrangement of
Yeah.
keeping things fresh,
For sure.
adding losing things.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you've heard it enough. So that one, and then the only other one, I think it was.
The only other one I want to hear is...
I wanted to.
The only other, I only like
I wanted to
maybe
play.
3 of these.
Just kidding. I really like.
I don't like any of these.
Ultraviolet's great.
Ultraviolet, yeah.
It's so, dude. Like, you can tell that I like the synthy, like, the fucking spacey shit.
Well, that's the thing about your album
So
too,
good.
is there's so much variety.
Yeah.
Like it fits together, but yet it's different. Where like certain people will like certain ones, and it covers like a lot of different sounds too.
I agree.
Like even like there's more rappy songs on there too.
Right. Yeah, you have a lot of different like vocal. Dude,
Yeah.
you are Bon Iver. You are
Me?
Literally, you are Bon Iver in this song. That's all I could think of.
To me,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of music in general, I just like... It's just about... I hate using the word. It's just creating a vibe.
Yeah, it is.
It's-
I hate it too.
Yeah, I don't
It's
like
just-
that word, but that's
It's
really what it
creating...
is.
It's creating an atmosphere where you could just
Yeah.
sort of like
Like a
exist.
feeling.
100%.
Which is what I definitely get a lot from Mac Miller's music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mac Miller's music is just straight up like shit that you throw on and you could just sort of like chill. I know mine's a little bit more darker and sadder, but
You fill a void. That's
Yeah.
it. Well, I mean, Mac Miller, he get a little dark and sad. I mean, you
Yeah.
listen to Faces, like that shit is
Dude,
true.
Faces
That is like the
an
darkest thing
amazing
I've ever
album.
heard.
Yeah.
In like in the funnest way possible, it is super depressing. That whole album.
Especially the story behind it, where he was like locked
Locked,
himself in like his
Yeah.
part
Just
of his
took
house,
acid
and just
and-
was like on drugs and shit. Like,
Nuts. Literally, that is as rock bottom of an album can get. Is like that's
Yeah.
how you dig yourself out.
but
And
dude,
then,
it just shows how much he can do, though. Like,
I was
he can
gonna
really
say,
do anything he wanted.
It's
you know?
crazy. And then you just gotta fucking check. Don't do bad drugs, everyone. If you're gonna do
Yeah.
drugs, do the good ones, or the generally safer
Be
ones.
safe. Or
Yeah.
get like test your drugs. I
I
Test
was
guess.
about to say
If
that.
you're gonna do
Yeah.
it, I can test it. Or
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
For all of us.
yeah,
For the music,
we can't lose any more
100%.
big people like that.
Yeah.
That shit was horrible.
Yeah, but no, that's the thing is like this whole like entertainment industry is like this industry is built off of emotion.
No.
Like that's fucking
Really, yeah. I mean, that's
hard.
all it is.
It's like really hard to deal with, when it's
Yeah.
like your job to like cry in front of people. Like that's fucking or like make people laugh or do anything, and it's like
Yeah.
you can't really. I mean, you can control your emotions and yourself to a point, and it's all about like I feel like that's a lot of what life is like the journey to
Yeah.
be able to channel that into
And
like
people
stuff
have
like,
like one perception of you. Like when you're
Yeah.
a huge music artist,
yeah.
people who are like upset, like they're the obsessive fans. They
As a
see,
huge music artist, how do you
well,
feel?
I mean,
yeah.
I can handle it. No,
Yeah.
but like, you know what I mean? Like, especially nowadays in social media, like even with
Yeah.
the stuff that like Doja Cat went through recently,
Yeah.
people, the problem with, not the problem with social media, but the problem with the way some artists use it is like your fans know everything about you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
it's
don't. You will never know who they are. Like
right.
specific
Parasocial-
people. The
parasocial.
parasocial thing is really dangerous nowadays for
100%.
massive artists because, yeah, the fans know your real name, where you're from, your kids, your spouse. Like they know everything about you, but there's no way you can know everything about them.
Yep.
So it's just like it creates like a weird dynamic where they think they're like entitled to these like super famous people's
Yep.
attention and
Well, even last year I started
Shit like that.
I started freaking out about that when around the time that we released Chaos Baby.
Shout out
'Cause I was-
Chaos Baby. You
yeah,
can check out our
Connor-
review.
Connor
you
filmed
filmed
that.
that.
I filmed that
Um,
and edited it.
Hell yeah.
I had
They
a
were in
really
it,
tough
though.
time with
Shout
being
out Birdie.
perceived as a certain character because there is obviously a difference between Tim on camera, Clarence on camera, and Tim.
We could bleep that if you want.
No, it's fine.
Your name's Tim.
Yeah,
Hey,
there's
wait,
a
what the
difference
fuck?
between Clarence and Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, it is a character.
Yeah.
Whether or not that character is inspired by personal events or personal trauma, like the music that Clarence makes is inspired by that. That doesn't exactly mean that that's like, oh, that's him,
Right.
Or like, oh, look, he made a joke about his dog. Now I get to go make a joke about that or some shit.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that part of the parasocial relationship that's very frightening to me, and that I hate being like perceived as a one thing.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Well, and you don't like that's what with being an artist and everything like that. As far as like if you do music, but if you also do like other things, like I did the whole "Who Am I" video thing that I was just talking about, like being defined as like something and like
that was
having
a
to
good, really good video.
fill that role. I appreciate it,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, it's just it's hard when you're like you feel like you are setting up an expectation that you have to reach. So like especially when you're like releasing an album or you're like you announce something and there's like a release date, and then like let's say something happens on the release date that changes some things,
Right.
and you're like, fuck. So
Yeah.
we won't get fully into it, but geez, like that, the timing of everything with some court rulings is not.
Dude, I was at work.
Yeah, how did?
So I released the album. I was at work. The entire day I'm just chilling because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get out of work. I'm gonna look at the stats for the album, which I know I shouldn't do. I'm gonna like read replies and whatnot for the album. So I get out of work. I look down at my phone and I see like just you guys blowing up the group chat about like Roe versus Wade. And I'm like,
Yeah.
are you fucking kidding me?
I didn't even think about that in terms of like the album and stuff.
Yeah.
It was
I saw
like the
you
next
post something
day,
about
right?
it. That's why I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I
What
was-
a time.
Because
Right.
obviously I was genuinely like pissed off. I was fucking
man.
angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm also like in this space where I'm like, oh, I have to promote an album.
Yeah.
And like I have to act like this album that I've been working on for 4 years doesn't exist in the same space that a major court ruling that
like a life
takes
court ruling.
that takes autonomy. Yeah.
It takes autonomy. You're right. No, you're right.
Is that the
Speak your truth. Autonomy.
Yeah.
That's not
It's
how
not.
you.
It's
That's
not
not
the
an
word.
actual.
I'm
Yeah.
gaslighting you. I'm sorry.
Autonomy.
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 We know
Yeah, I
what you
can't
mean.
speak.
We know
I'm
what you
learning
mean.
English.
You take your astronomy from someone. That's what it is.
So like a major court ruling takes women's choice away
Yeah.
from.
Sorry, it was not.
using their bodies.
I don't want to be.
Connor's
I don't want
over
to joke through that.
But
Yeah.
Woo! No.
no, I get what you mean.
Yeah, we know
yeah.
what you meant.
But yeah, that.
Yeah, it's tough. But I was just- everyone
it's
would
not
ask,
about. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's not about me.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Hopefully that gets over. Hopefully the overturning gets overturned.
Yep. We'll turn it back over.
Back over.
Yeah.
Supreme Court justices, all their addresses are public information.
Yeah. Do what you will with that information.
Take that information.
But getting to you, so
Yeah.
to dig us out of this weird hole, you got an album that you've been teasing for quite a minute.
For like a year.
What is? Give me the details. Give me the
Got
most
another-
details you can give me right now.
Got 3 more to go, baby. three
more-
more years.
Yeah, you got 3 years.
I
buddy.
got 3 more years left. No, I have an album coming out this summer for sure.
Okay.
BIZZARO that I've been working with Salo / Mikey, because we always do everything together because he's just the mastermind.
Yep. In the bedroom.
It is in a bedroom.
It is in the bedroom.
I'm going to cut into this. He's such a fucking amazing producer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mikey.
Yeah, go check out that Mikey's
Truly
music too.
his-
He's gonna be on here.
He's like the architect of.
Mhm.
I mean, I know Tim does a lot of his own production, but Mikey's like the architect of like everything our group ever did.
Yeah.
Mikey's
And-
light years ahead. Yeah.
Dude, it
He's
really.
a dungeon master. Shout out Quested
and he's
Pod.
the DM of the
I was gonna
Quested
say
Pod.
you can shout that out if you want.
And listen to Mikey or Salo's new song, "Cruel World."
Yeah, Cruel World is
World.
absolutely gonna blow up. And
100%.
I don't say that
It's
just
amazing.
because we're friends. Like, genuinely, it's like a perfect
what?
song for right now.
Let's throw it.
Yeah, play that
let's
real
play
quick.
It. Let's play
Play
it
it.
real quick.
But-
So
Sorry, I don't
get
wanna
to
take away
BIZZARO.
from your-
No, you're 100% right to do that because Mikey, I did text him
Yeah.
earlier and he's working.
Yeah, I
So-
saw him literally
Yeah.
right before I left to come here with Tim. I saw Mikey going to work.
Yeah.
But no, I mean he.
Yeah, you live in his basement.
Yeah, I live in
You
his
do,
walls.
right.
No, Mikey. Truthfully, it's never like fully acknowledged how brilliant he is, and he's gonna see this and text me after. No,
No,
but
he's not.
no, he's not gonna watch this.
better
He
not.
never would watch
Not
anything
after
me and
I,
Tim
never.
not after I content claim this video.
Not after Tim takes this video down.
DMC.
We will
Yeah.
take you to court.
Yeah, we're gonna go to court for fun.
I already sent a message to the lawyer.
Yeah, we already.
They're ready for it.
I'm actually gonna be on their side for this one.
Gotcha. Good.
Um,
Thank you.
But no, Mikey's brilliant, and
Me too.
truthfully, you can tell that dude. You can tell that dude anything, and he'll make. Like you could give him the shittiest description of something you want, and
Yeah.
he'll figure it out.
Because he does the some indie stuff. He does hip hop stuff. He
Oh,
does
yeah.
trap stuff.
He can literally do anything.
He has,
He does like him. Well, not to get ahead of myself, but
Yeah,
like
BIZZARO.
So BIZZARO.
Yeah.
Let's get that out of the way.
Wait, real quick. I pulled it up already.
Yeah, play Mikey's
Let's
song.
get this
Yeah.
out of the way. I'm just kidding, Mikey. Like me.
Mikey, please like us.
Get bored every time. That's Bored by Salo.
This sounds like this sounds like, to me, this should be in like Teen Wolf, in like somewhere in the mid to late 2000s.
Oh, okay.
I could see
I feel like the song takes me to watching MTV
that's what teen
music videos.
100%.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Mid 2000s, like hanging out in the living room, having a fucking
The scraggly carpet.
frozen pop
Yeah.
popsicle thing.
I think it just is like such a good amalgamation of like different eras and different sounds. Like it's kind of genreless almost. I mean, it definitely is more of like a rock sound, but it's kind of like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like it just sounds like so much of the times.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Very,
it's
like-
very summery.
Yeah,
love
very
that.
like warm and kind of.
I love
don't
that
know.
high-pitched guitar squeal that's in the right,
Yeah.
I was
right
gonna
side.
say the panning in this.
Yeah.
Like he fills the different
he-
spots of the
He
headphone.
bought this
and
new
he's got
pedal.
snare on the left.
Yeah.
He bought this new pedal. I don't know if he used it on this song, 'cause this song has been made for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah. But just the appreciation Mikey
100%.
has
We're
for
playing the whole song?
nuances of sound.
No, we got half of this. So you got to go listen to the second half
Yeah.
of that song.
Yeah, that was the teaser.
This is a little first half teaser. But
Yeah.
if you like that, he's got other albums.
He's
got the
got-
Corduroy Cowboy, I believe, is the other
Yeah,
one.
Pop Act,
Pop Act.
a bunch of other singles.
He's got some
He's got
shit.
more coming out this summer too.
Yeah, I
Hell
think he
yeah.
has a full album.
Ooh.
He's got a lot of
Not the
songs.
maybe
for
not the summer.
Salo.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Who knows?
you could talk to him about
he's
that.
got his own little
Yeah,
process.
he might come on.
Yeah, you
Who
got to
knows?
check in with him about
He
that.
definitely
Man.
should.
Check in. All right.
Yeah.
So go. What do you have? Give me the dirt.
So BIZZARO is a project that I've been working on with Mikey, and pretty much Tim's helping too, and just all the friends.
Definitely not me. I'm not going to be involved in any way.
Well, we'll see about that. But I want to say it's really weird because like after I finish one thing, I'll kind of make some songs, and then that might turn into the next thing. So with BIZZARO, like it technically started in like 2020, but like really a bulk of the work was like 2021, and then like into this year.
Right.
Yeah, it was at a decent pace, and then it got kind of held back when I was like moving out and trying to, like life kind of got in the way.
Yeah.
But it will be wrapped
I
up.
know.
It's in the final stages of like adding little things and mastering,
Right.
and I have a single that's gonna come out probably before the end of, well, maybe like first week of July, called Shimmy.
Shimmy.
I
He's
posted.
been teasing it.
Yeah, I've been teasing like a lot of songs from it on my Instagram. Nate Spanish World was like my backup Instagram. A lot of teasers on there. The sound of the album, I would say, is like very abrasive. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of the songs.
Sick.
It's more of like
I don't think I've ever heard that as the first word used to describe an album.
yeah. It's,
Abrasive.
I mean, I wanted to make sure that's
This
like
album
in
is
your face,
rough.
because I like get off on like weird shit,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
since I'm not always confident in certain aspects of myself, I'm like, well, let me just make the weirdest thing possible,
Yeah.
and people will at least appreciate that. So
From the snippets I heard, real quick,
Yeah.
I feel like from what I'm hearing, it's like a Yeezus punk.
oh, for sure,
Somewhere
yeah.
between, it's Yeezus punk is the genre.
Yeah,
from what
definitely.
I've heard.
It's like, yeah, there's like a wide array of rock
'cause it's got, like-
influence too, which
Okay.
I've been wanting to do for a long time. But I wanted to make like a rock project, but I was like, well, I don't know, I'm not like confident
Right.
yet. So, but this is like very influenced by like punk and like
Cactus
just
Jack.
aggressive music.
Cactus Jack.
Cactus Jack, I don't know about that. Well, maybe.
Jack Black.
It was
Yeah, Jack
inspired
Black.
by the Cactus Jack meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
only
when it
know
really
Kangaroo
started.
Jack. That's all.
But
Yep.
there's a wide array of sounds on there. It all is
Yeah.
like darker tone,
Right.
which is different for me because like my last projects were just kind of everywhere.
Mhm.
This one's definitely a darker tone.
I think the art that you're doing matches the whole.
Yeah, thanks. I'm going
vibe
for like
of
a
the
black
album.
and white kind of like punky
Grunge.
Yeah,
It's like
definitely.
everything's dirty.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
Which
I
I
was gonna
love.
say I like. Getting back to you real quick, Tim, Clarence. The A-track or the not A-track, the cassette that you
Oh,
made.
fuck, it's in my car.
Fuck.
I was going to show it.
Do you want to go
damn
get
it.
it? You
Nah,
can.
it's all right.
It's up to you. We can at the end if we have time.
I'm already sweating like
But you
a
made
lot.
a cassette. Okay, so send people to your Instagram then.
Yeah.
So
my
Clarence
Instagram.
Tompkins, or you have like 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either or Instagram, Instagram.com backslash TIMCALKS, Tim Culks, or Instagram.com / Clarence Tompkins, all one word.
There's a
Check
cassette.
that out. Yeah, I have a cassette version of the album Voices. It's actually the, actually sure, I'll announce that. It is, it's going to be coming out with a deluxe version.
What?
So,
You're saying there's more songs
so
that
there's,
people have not heard?
there is more music on the way.
Whoa.
That'll drop like
Extra.
3 minutes after Nate's album drops.
Good.
We're gonna go to war like we're 50 Cent and Kanye.
Good. It's only good for
Yeah.
both of you. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Um,
It
we're
really
gonna start
is.
like,
No, but that'll come out
Beef.
at some point.
Okay.
Um,
Awesome. Any vinyl
and
release?
he's got the
hell no.
live performance video,
yeah.
right?
Live
Is that still on your
performance.
YouTube?
We'll
Live-
probably do
live
some
video?
Yeah, my
at some point.
YouTube.
We've been in the talks. We might. you
Yeah,
know,
I would love
so
to do a
might
live
happen.
thing.
do a little live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. But okay, so let's do. Do you have anything else to say again about BIZZARO, and what do you want the public to know going
I
into
guess
this?
right now, okay, so
Because we'll switch into your backgrounds after.
yeah,
this.
so just to sum it all up, BIZZARO will be coming out this summer. I'm aiming for next month because I'm playing a show July 15th at Hot Mama's Canteen,
yeah, shout out
which is an amazing name.
Hot Mamas.
But shout out to Chango for, if they see this,
They're great.
for
Yeah.
asking me to play. And Mikey's playing that show too.
Hell yeah.
And I think Mark the Aquarius. No, he moved his to August. So he's doing
Right.
one in August at the same place.
Gotcha.
But me and Mikey will be on that show. Salo.
Buffalo natives in the area.
Yeah,
in the area.
local. So
Niagara Falls.
I'm hoping to have BIZZARO at least done by July 15th. I don't know if it'll be out.
Okay.
Because I find myself adding to it at the very end. But
You always-
either way, this summer you'll see BIZZARO. I want to have Shimmy will be out within the next 2 weeks. I want to have a video for it, and then the album will come out, and then I'm gonna do like probably 2 or 3 videos for that too. So
Hell yeah.
Nice.
that's all I can think of right now. But
You heard it here first.
yeah,
That's exclusive. That's a Good Sounds exclusive, everybody.
yep.
Fucking good to hear. All right.
Oh
Moving on.
wait. One last thing.
No.
I will be
Moving
having.
on.
I will be having merch.
Moving on. No, you go ahead, merch.
Because I totally forgot
Your
about
hockey
that.
jerseys are cool. I saw
Thanks.
the Ivy League hockey
I'm gonna
jersey.
try to sell those at some point. But,
Yeah.
so I will be having
We might
merch
take
too.
that idea.
Me
but-
too, on Nate's page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim's
There's a piggyback.
Tim signed a really weird contract with me. He gets like 50% of my merch sales.
Yeah.
But no, I will be having merch too. I
There's
wanted
a-
to point that out because that's
Gotcha.
something that Ivy League never got around to.
Right.
No.
And I
And you're an art guy. You like clothes. You
I
wore
fucking love
clothes.
clothes. I love.
Where'd you get that? You want to shout them out?
Yeah, this is a shirt
Rolling Strong
that Benny the
Foundation.
Butcher put out to support the victims of the shooting in Buffalo. And it has this.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa. Whoa. Look at that.
Look
Whoa.
at this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh!
building. Jesus, clip the mic.
I'm gonna throw that limiter
Just
on there.
destroyed
Oh!
the microphone. Building strong foundations, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Basically, he was pissed off because a lot of the money generated for the victims wasn't being given to them.
Yeah.
So he made shirts. I bought one. It's got the names in the back of the people who passed. Rest
Right.
in peace.
R.I.P.
So this goes to the families. So if you find his website, Benny the Butcher, it's like the Black Soprano family. So if you want to support that, go buy a shirt because it goes directly to the victims of the shooting.
Absolutely. Shit's rough.
Yeah.
Donate to the Buffalo Community Fridge as well.
Absolutely.
It is a
Yeah.
very fantastically run little organization
Oh.
that does help
Are you
feed a lot
still
of people.
doing for your album,
Yes.
charity?
So like for pretty much every bit of music that I do, I like to take all the proceeds and donate the proceeds from that. For Temptations, I believe I donated the majority, well, everything from that Temptations made, even still to this day, goes towards the Minnesota. This is so dumb of me that I'm drawing blank. Minnesota Freedom Fund. It goes towards people that either have been falsely imprisoned or whatnot, or as well as people who just have what was it, arrested during like the protests and whatnot that were obviously falsely arrested.
Right.
So yeah, for Temptations it was that. For Voices, all the proceeds of Voices go to the Trevor Project, which is a fantastic organization that supports LGBTQ plus folks. It's a crisis center for folks that are going through either like just everyday mental health crisis or suicide prevention. Definitely, if anybody's watching this is dealing with any sort of mental health crisis or going through anything, be sure to reach out to the Trevor Project at thetrevorproject.org. The phone number.
We'll probably have something on the screen.
Yeah, definitely.
Drop a link or something.
Yeah, definitely be in the description.
Yeah,
because I think especially with Tim, with your album and with the podcast in general, I think a big focus is on like mental health and like positivity and like resources like that. 100% good sounds. That's the only reason that we have good sounds, is because if you feel bad, and then the good sounds get you out of the bad
feel better. Yeah,
and then there you go.
Right.
So if this helps, then thanks. I've done my job.
Heck yeah. It's thetrevorproject.org,
right.
Or dial 1-866-488-7386 for the Trevor Project, or dial the National Crisis Hotline, which is 1-800-273-8255.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
If you are dealing with any sort of mental health crisis, it does get better, and we hope to see you here still.
Shout out healthcare workers, everyone in that.
For real.
We love that you are here.
Absolutely. You gotta. And with that, let's go back in time to the beginning of your lives, to when you were a wee lad. You can go to the sperm era, but generally we go past that.
I remember being born, and it's really traumatizing.
Right. You remember entering this world?
Yeah.
Being conceived.
Right.
Yeah. I remember the point of conception.
Good. All right, so let's start there.
That's where life begins.
What song were they listening to when?
Shut the fuck up. All right, what?
Okay, let's start Tim, Clarence, and then we'll go to Nate, because that seems to be the way we're going.
Yeah, unfortunately. I'm just kidding.
All right, you know what? No, never mind. Mr. Green, beep beep. I edit these. I bleep your name out. Who knows? Who knows who you are? This
Mystery
unnamed
man.
Moving on. So, as a child, what do you remember around the house? Did you have records? Did you have CDs? What was the music like?
Nuts in your mouth.
From CDs nuts.
So,
God damn it.
From age 0 to 5. Let's start there.
So,
Sesame Street.
I remember very fondly, and my parents have videos of me singing along to Smash Mouth.
Fuck yeah.
Like
The
early 2000s.
hits of the B-sides.
Like I was like 2 years old, and
Mouth.
I was singing along to Smash Mouth.
Thank you, Shrek.
Yeah, I think it was the
gotta be
Shrek
Shrek.
soundtrack.
Shrek, yeah.
But yeah, hopefully those videos surface at some point. I got to find out where they are. I just know I've seen them like multiple times.
Yeah.
As well as that, like I just remember always burning CDs.
LimeWire and all that shit, or
Allegedly using LimeWire.
Yeah.
To
Like in your backyard, just setting them on fire.
yeah. No, just
burning
like
CDs.
He hated music.
that was a big
burning
part.
CDs, books, all the everything.
Yeah.
A big part of my early like internet access, unfiltered internet access, was burning CDs, allegedly with LimeWire.
Yep.
Yeah,
Strike
just
that
like
from the
making
record.
like
Yeah.
different mixes and different like mix tracks,
Yeah.
like or mix tapes, I guess.
Yeah.
Mix CDs.
That's cool. Do you know? Was it like genre-wise? Where were you? Were you still in the Smash Mouth game, or were you like Kiss Me Through the Phone, Soldier Boy? Like, cause that I feel like was that time.
So it was more so the early 2000s. So it would have
Yeah.
been like Three Doors Down,
Oh yeah, right.
and then a lot of like punk rock.
Yellow Card.
My Chemical Romance.
My Chemical Romance. Yep.
Welcome to the Black Parade.
Panic at the Disco.
Panic at the Disco.
Yeah,
Fall
sure.
Out Boy.
Green
Yeah.
Day.
Did you do Blink? The Blinks. Blink 182.
Not as much
Okay.
early on, but yeah, you hear the at the rock show,
Mm-hmm.
like all that jazz.
At the Rock. Yeah. I'm a big School of Rock fan. I feel like that introduced
Yeah.
me to a lot of things.
The number one music video I remember, and that was my favorite music video, was the Ghost of You, My Chemical Romance music video.
Don't remember, but I was a big MTV2 music video guy. I'm pretty sure, it should be online. Yeah, so it's.
Yeah,
go
I might
find that.
check it out if you want. If you want
Yeah.
a good emo time. Sure,
Yeah.
it's fantastic. Does it have a vampire in it?
No,
I
that's
feel like
Elena,
Oh right,
the one where she's dead.
and the one I'm thinking of Mr. Brightside. That one. Is that vampire? That's vampires.
Mm,
I know it's
I know
like
what you're talking
Victorian.
about. Yeah, it's
Yeah, one of those.
Oh, I just
Something like
remember the music video for that.
I never. All right, go on. So
Some-
0 to 5.
0 to 5. Trying to think. Well,
Do you
the
listen to
thing-
Blue's Clues?
well,
I fucking
yeah.
love Blue's
Of course,
Clues.
yeah.
I'm trying to think. I mean, my parents really listened to a lot of
swag rock.
swag rap.
Swag rock.
Chingy.
Yeah, swag rock.
Chingy.
Yeah, my parents listened to only Chingy for 5 years straight. No, but my parents were very into like 70s and 80s rock. My mom was like super 80s pop. Like,
Okay.
like she loved like
Tears for Fears.
VH1
Yeah.
and like MTV. She was like a huge MTV kid, like a teenager. That's all she watched was MTV. So
Video killed the radio star, bro.
yeah. So
First song they ever played on MTV. I don't know if
Really?
you knew that. Yeah.
Oh shit.
First music video.
Well, they
on
called
MTV.
it. I mean, they
They
knew.
did-
They
like-
knew what was gonna happen.
It was the metaphorical flag and touchdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like video. You
The
know.
MTV flag from the astronaut.
That's.
Yep. Exactly.
It's all.
The
connected.
second song that they played was the guy who shot Reagan. He recently put out a
Yeah.
album. He's doing a world tour.
He did. I heard about that.
Yeah.
That's
Well, yeah,
nuts.
back to your
He
stuff,
just
man.
got out. Yeah.
Back to your stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, if I could go back in time, I'd give him a 45.
A Colt 45
A Colt,
and 2
yeah.
zigzags.
No, I'd give
Baby,
him,
that's all he needs.
I'd give him a
All right.
1911, and I would give him 5 minutes of training, if I could.
All right, 0 to 5.
Yeah. I honestly don't remember.
I
Just a
wouldn't
lot of,
expect you
like-
to, but did
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
tell you at the?
Just a lot of like driving around with my parents,
Yeah.
like hearing
radio
the really,
stations?
well,
97 Rock.
probably 97 Rock, but a
Yeah.
lot of like the annoying pop that was coming out at that time that I
Right.
didn't really get as like a kid.
Bubblegum pop?
And
Get
then like
Low.
being on the school bus and hearing like
Yeah,
songs that were
yeah.
just blasting on the school bus,
Mhm.
like
Kiss
what's that
98.5.
fuck, Sean Paul. I heard that Sean Paul song about the way and die, whatever, like that song.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fucking fire. I remember my mom was like, "You
I
came
got
home from
that
school
right.
and you knew like that whole song." And I was like, "She's like, how did you know that?" I'm like, "Oh, they played it on the school bus."
Oh my God! You want to hear something funny? Okay, quick story.
Yeah.
So I as a youth, I loved things that I was not supposed to love, obviously because I have 2 much older brothers.
Yeah.
So I was introduced to things like the Chappelle Show and like AC/DC's Big Balls at a time when I was like 7. And I
Yeah.
was just like, at the age where you will repeat anything you don't think that people want you to say,
Right.
you're going to say that. That's going to be the first thing you say. So one day I was on the bus, having a grand old time. I sang Big Balls on the bus. I was just singing, all the time, having a great time. I got in so much trouble from the bus driver that she pulled over, waited for my mom to come out and had a conversation. She's like, he's singing Big Balls on this bus. And I don't know what you're showing her, but and she ended up like being nice like later on, and like we had a good relationship.
Yeah.
But whenever I think of like bus stories like that, it's just
singing
like
big balls on the bus.
singing Big Balls on the bus.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a good time.
She was trying to silence you, and that's not right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Good idea.
When you learn things from your cousins in their
Big-
basement,
Yeah.
Big bus drive.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said big bus is trying to take away your rights.
Big bus.
The big bus
Big
industry
bus.
is silencing.
Definitely
our youth.
wasn't the short bus.
Big transfer.
Moving on. 5 to 10. Let's actually speed it up. Let's do 5 to 15.
5 to 15.
5 to 30.
No, because you're not that.
Oh, okay. My fault.
5:30.
5 to 15. There's a few different eras in there. I want to say 5 to 10 was really like just pop.
Okay.
Tayo Cruz, fucking.
Right.
Of course.
Like Tayo Cruz is a big part of my life.
Dynamite.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna break you.
Man, he had a run.
Shout out
Yeah.
Kiss 98.5.
For like 2
Yeah.
years, Tayo Cruz, like
Sean Kingston.
yeah, Sean Kingston.
Beautiful girl.
Somebody call 911.
T-Pain.
Shorty was fire burned on the dance floor. They're not wrong.
Apple bottom
She
jeans.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that gets into Kanye.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's when you found real music.
Graduation was my first Kanye album.
Great to start.
And then 808s, I remember when that dropped.
Yeah.
My parents bought that CD like the first week it came out. And I remember just listening to that like over and over, like Heartless over and over.
Oh, 100%. Are your
remember-
parents Kanye fans?
No.
That would be hilarious.
I think they just
They
bought
bought it and you stole it. You're like, I'm not giving it back.
Well, they
Mom."
bought it for you, or they just bought it.
I think they just bought it.
They were just
without
like,
really
this
knowing.
one looks good.
I don't
Yeah,
I
know.
like the heart. I don't know.
What a great time.
I just remember that we
Find
had the
CD.
CD
Yeah.
like in 2008.
Yeah.
That's
And then
great.
that was right around the time also Cudi
Yeah.
dropped Man on the Moon, which was huge.
Yep.
I listened to that pretty much from age 10 through like even today. I'll listen to Man on the Moon.
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Fantastic.
Like the best run of albums I've ever heard,
Yeah.
other than like Channel Orange and Blonde.
Yeah.
You can't really call
Yeah.
those two album runs,
It was
but
not really a run. It was a walk.
yeah, Man
It was
on the
like
Moon
a
1 and
limp.
2
It
like
was a limp.
defined my early teens.
Yeah.
Damn.
Especially
I can
'cause
tell.
was,
I'm just kidding.
well,
Oh, yeah.
it was
No,
just a
it's me
point in my
too.
life
It's the
where it was
same
like,
thing. Yeah.
I was just dealing with a lot of depression,
Yeah.
not really knowing what's going on mentally for me.
Yeah.
That and like the whole like that Logic era of like when he started putting like Under Pressure and like that whole thing. Like it was all like, it was the mental health era of rap that was coming up
Yeah.
to like.
I think rap was opening its mind up to being like,
We
oh,
talked
I
about
can
this.
express myself and not get like made fun of anymore.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like that's like the shit. It's like
Yeah.
everyone's fucking crying on the track,
Yeah.
crying on the beat.
I mean, I think it's just more accepted now. We don't have
Yeah.
to like put on a front or whatever.
For sure.
But it's
Yeah.
good for people to open up, and because like Kid Cudi, like he was one of the. I mean, there's definitely been like
Him
people
and
that-
Kanye were definitely founders of being
yeah,
able
just
to
putting it all out
Dude,
there.
sad rap, bro.
I mean, there's people doing it before, probably, but they were like
I mean, like
the
Common.
voice of a generation.
But like Common was on those albums. Like they were just the
Yeah.
poets that like literally
Right.
it's they just brought like poetry into rap. And they
Yeah.
were like, oh wait, we can have sick beats and meaningful
and talk about our
lyrics.
feelings.
It's fucking wild. It's
Yeah.
like this is way better.
And it,
So it's
no,
blowing
it's
up.
inspired an entire generation. Like you look at people our age
Mhm.
or younger who are like the top tier musicians, and you ask them like who their inspirations are. A lot of them are like Kid Cudi,
Yeah.
Kanye.
I like Fall Out Boys.
Yeah. So what do you would you say Kid Cudi Kanye was like that was up until high school? Like high school aside, that was your elementary middle school run, would you say?
I'd say through high school, like
Still
it was really
through, yeah.
Kid Cudi. Then it started getting into a lot more Kanye.
Right. But it's like they were always in the background of like whatever was.
Yeah, I mean,
Because even Tyler the Creator and like the Odd Future, like that was in our whole high school run. So it
Yeah.
was really like
Pretty
that.
much.
I mean, me
Kids.
personally, kids.
When
Mac
Kids-
Miller.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
when
dude,
Kids
best day
dropped,
ever. I
yeah.
remember when Best Day Ever came on Dat Piff and it crashed and I couldn't download it and I was so mad.
Damn.
But it
Dat
was,
Piff.
dude.
Kids I remember listening to very vividly when Modern Warfare 3 came out in like 2012, 2011.
The music
God.
and gaming go
Yo,
so hand in
I
hand.
used to play, like, I would play Kids on a
Yeah.
loop while I was playing Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
And just, I remember, like, sitting there in the summer, like, just fucking being a kid. Just
That's the
fucking
zone.
playing
That's
that
the
shit.
best shit.
100%.
If we're talking about real quick music and video games,
Yeah.
that brought me back to a memory where I got Pandora.
Yeah.
That was like my first way of like listening
Same.
to music
Same.
on demand.
That's how I found Mac DeMarco.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
King Cruel Pandora.
It was kind of a
station.
cool way to like find new people, but
Yeah.
I remember playing like MLB The Show
Oh yeah.
and just listening to like because it's really weird. Well, I mean, if we're gonna go into like that era for me,
I was gonna say, yeah.
yeah, like
wanna-
middle school, elementary school, just no fucking, no
Just
concept
whatever
of
was
music,
on,
just
yeah.
like whatever was there.
Yeah.
Middle
Rick
school,
Astley.
just Rick
Yeah.
Astley,
Just
Michael
that's it.
Jackson. But then like middle school, completely void of any music interest. Like
Oh, really?
I was just like it's partially like it was there, but I wasn't like waiting on people to drop. Like I regret it. I regret not
Yeah.
being more into it, but you know it is what it is. But like I wasn't like anticipating people dropping. Like that would have been so fun back then to have.
100%.
But back then I was kind of just like outside all the time, like playing sports
Okay,
and like
all right.
you know what I mean. But like
Well,
people
you're
like,
one of those.
well, people I grew up with in my neighborhood weren't really like.
Yeah.
It was more. I blame it on them. They weren't. They weren't into music
Right.
that much. The one friend I had
Well, they didn't
was.
show it to me, so.
Yeah, like they didn't show me shit. So
Yeah.
how was I supposed to know? And then like hanging out with my cousins and stuff. Like they were kind of like not. Well, I don't want to put them on blast, but basically they didn't like.
Well, they didn't value it as much as you do now.
They were kind of like sheltered from
Okay, yeah.
like mainstream music, so I really
Right.
had no one to show me what was cool. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So I forgot where I was at.
So
I guess that's
middle
middle
school.
school. That was kind of middle
So
school.
high school was, you
Like-
seemed Odd Future was like the
Well,
background / Kid Cudi.
I had no idea who Odd Future was,
No?
which is crazy because like in like 2014, 2015, I was obsessed with Tyler the
That's
Creator,
what I
and
was
I was a
gonna
little
say,
bit
yeah.
late to the party, but I'd say like ninth grade
Mm.
is when I got into music as far as like listening more.
Yeah.
Like I remember in 7th grade hearing like Heartless on the
Yeah.
radio going to school, and I was like, this is fucking amazing. But I really didn't like jump into anyone's like discography. Like, I would hear music and be like, wow, this is fucking beautiful. Then in 9th grade,
Yep.
when I got Pandora and I would game and like put on Pandora, I'd hear like Kanye songs from like Graduation, obviously,
Yep.
were like
Dude,
tons of
Flashing
hits.
Lights. Flashing Lights
Yeah.
to like a 12-year-old is like,
Dude,
this is the
insane.
best song ever.
Yeah, and I would like. I remember I logged back into my 9th grade Pandora account
Yeah.
like years later, and it was like Mac Miller,
Mhm.
Kanye, Eminem, Jay-Z.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, dude, the Blueprint 3, I can fucking.
Hell yeah! Like I was like had one foot in,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and people are probably like, "Don't you realize how like legendary all that stuff was?" And at that time, I was just like, "This is cool. I like
Yeah.
this." I had no
Right, right,
concept of like what I was actually listening to.
You're sitting on gold.
Yeah,
Right
like I
there,
had no
yeah.
idea, and then
You're a little child with a fucking bag of gold.
For
and
real.
Everyone's like, oh, what did you realize what you had? And you're like,
I'm like, I don't know. I
It
just
makes
like
a noise.
I just
no.
like looking at it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that's kind of what it was. Is like I was
Uh-huh.
sitting on my future almost, but without really even.
Well, we played the
Yeah,
auto tune. I mean, that's, you talk about Heartless, like that's like fucking.
Yeah, like a beautiful.
There's like a
song.
through line between you hearing Heartless auto tune and like you recording that and like putting it
Yeah,
out.
I used to play all of the lights on
Oh
trumpet.
my god, dude.
on trumpet.
Yeah.
Oh, in band? Were you in band?
Yeah.
Oh my
I used to
god.
play the trumpet.
I literally signed up for band to play the trumpet, and I got up until the first day of band practice, and I forgot to buy a trumpet, and I was
You just didn't buy
I
it?
just left, and I was like, I can't do this, I guess. So, were you good at the trumpet at least? Like, could you still play it?
I probably still could.
Yeah.
It's just a lot easier to just play it on a MIDI.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
You
You
don't
can
need
get
to
it
buy
to
it.
sound good. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
even need to buy any of these instruments.
Absolutely. Who needs them? I would never pay for a preset. Never.
Facts.
Not in my
I
life.
could never pay for a beat.
I would
I would never pay for
just
studio
make
time.
one. Just go do it. I would never.
So
I would
wait,
never
we,
produce.
we
good
weren't
music.
jumping into high school yet, or did we do that?
You could, yeah, go for
Dude,
it.
high school was so awesome.
Because I,
Fuck no. So I guess
Best
well, I
time of
already
my
talked
life.
about like 9th grade where I was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
casually into music. Then I was really like kind of just not like, which is weird now to say because I'm obsessed with just listening to music. But then like when I met Mikey and them, like they put me onto so much stuff, and
Yep.
I would talk to them. I'm just like, I don't really listen to music, whatever.
Mhm.
But they, you know, Mikey was in a band, Small House Fire, shout out.
Shout out.
He was in a band, and I'd go to their shows and stuff, and they'd play rap, and they'd play like Filthy Frank and stuff, like music like that, and I'd be
Yeah,
like,
oh,
dude,
yeah,
I'm
dude,
missing out
Filthy,
on
yeah.
several worlds of music. So like 2014, 2015, I just dove in, and then when I like moved and stuff, I was really into like Tyler the Creator and like Odd Future, like kind of Odd Future kind of on the end of Odd Future, but definitely Tyler the Creator, like right before Flower Boy. Like, I think
Oh,
Cherry
so you
Bomb
get-
had just come
yeah.
out, and I didn't even know. But, like, dude, I became obsessed with them. Like, I
Yep.
thought I was him. Like,
Yep.
I was like, I'm going to wear green and pink now. But without him and without Mikey and all my friends from that time, I wouldn't even be remotely who I am now. As far as, like, being into clothes, being into,
Yeah.
you know, weird music and stuff. Like,
Right. Give more of an identity. sort of
yeah,
thing
like, I
where you're
definitely
like-
found myself, which
Yeah.
maybe wouldn't have happened.
Right.
But it's kind of crazy.
And it's just like kind of following what like felt good and like what
Yeah.
worked for you.
What's
and-
crazy that you like find, like, he showed me. I mean, it's such a like stereotypical story.
Yeah.
But he showed me Yonkers in like
Oh, yeah.
2014. I was
Yeah.
like, what is this? And then
This is like metal rap.
yeah,
They're,
this
like,
is
mad.
scary and I like it.
Scary.
But like that's such a like stereotypical story.
Yeah,
but then like it's crazy because he was like the first artist like that I became like really into. But then like through like that one person,
Yeah.
it's become like this, like, open the doors for everything I'm into now.
Right.
So it's really crazy how, well, that's what happens with everybody.
Yeah.
But
You have your idols. the
yeah,
people
it's
that,
crazy how like that like opens all these avenues to like shit you probably never even guessed you'd be into.
Like, absolutely.
But it's amazing.
And that's and it's all about finding like the inspiration from them rather than like just
Yeah.
copying and just being them, because some people are just like, oh, I'm that guy. It's just
Yeah.
like, I like this band and this is all that I am. Like the Fish and the Grateful Dead people, like, go like your thing, but like I'm not
Right.
gonna make my identity
Be like a
Mac,
cult.
you know.
Yeah.
Like, it's tough, but what I will say is it's been a blast. We do have to wrap up. So, Tim,
I never wrap it up.
I don't know if you want to right now, because, you know, I'm about to bust, but I'm just
What the fuck?
I'm listening.
all
Oh,
right.
yeah, we're interested.
So
Got my attention.
at the end of your high school run, music-wise, and then the end of your high school run, give me some bands. And I would assume like the Odd Future stuff was like, that was the jumping off point.
Yeah, that was kind of,
Yeah. But then,
So what is this, like 16 to
Give me, so it would be,
like 16
17.
to
do you
20?
graduate
now?
17? 18? Are you a
At
year younger
age?
than me? Yeah. No.
Oh.
When did you graduate the year of 2017 or 18?
20,
Because I was 2016, and I'm pretty sure.
2017 then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you're a year.
I honestly,
Yeah, right?
it's
Blanks.
It's weird.
Yeah, it feels.
We're all the same age now because we're within 5, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
yeah, it's,
but-
yeah.
So give me like top 3.
so like when I was like 16 to like 20, my at the time got me into Frank Ocean.
So that was this.
I was very resentful at first, but then I started like actually listening to Frank Ocean,
Dude, Channel Orange
Tyler.
is so good.
Should I talk? No, I'm not going to talk about the first time I listened to Channel Orange. You could see that on my Instagram story.
Check it out. Anytime. At all of those.
So yeah, it was Frank, it was Tyler, it was I rediscovered Mac. I got back into Mac. I want to say right before swimming.
Okay, right.
Got back into Mac.
Sucks. It's a bad. I was kind of the same way, like with good AM and everything, and I was like, "Oh, this is great. Why haven't I been listening to this?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit." So it is what it is. But on that note, let's leave it on a smile. Let's head off. This has been Good Sounds. I hope it has sounded good with special guests Nate Spanish and Clarence Tompkins. Thank you again for coming. If you want to follow, like all that shit, Good Sounds Pod on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. We got a bunch of stuff. We got clips. We're going to have Patreon stuff. That may already be out because that's what, we have recorded other things today that will go on there. And then a bonus episode, which isn't a bonus because I didn't post it last week, but an episode that does not sound good will be on there. So
What does that mean?
We only want good sounds to sound good. So if an if an episode has bad audio, we can't post it because it doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
But if you need good sounds in your life so much that you would like to give us money, feel free to do that, and we will take it and give you more stuff. Generally videos and
Word.
whatnot.
Hell yeah.
But thanks again.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You want to close it out on anything?
My name's Clarence Tompkins. My new album is out, as we said, Voices. Go check that out on every single streaming platform. besides SoundCloud, because fuck that.
Yep.
Yeah, go check it out.
that's
Go check me out on socials. My socials will be
It'll be in the description.
in the
on
description
screen.
down below.
All 43 of them.
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm Nate Spanish. Follow me at nate.spanish for my one Instagram, Nate Spanish World, my second Instagram, where I do like little pictures and post snippets and stuff. Make sure to watch Quested Podcast. It's a Dungeons and Dragons podcast I do with Mikey, who we referenced a bunch of times. Salo. And then BIZZARO's coming out this summer, most likely next month, July. Got a show at Hot Mama's Canteen on Military Road in Buffalo, July 15th. And that's about it right now, but I'll probably be doing more creative shit in the future.
All right.
Tim's been fucking up everything. Every
Tim's
time I
just
talk,
distracting.
doing some shit.
Distracting
Yeah.
every time.
This was fun.
We had a great time.
Tune in next time.
Thanks. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Dad.